Today, I want to talk to you about the FIFINE K688CT. What that is the FIFINE K688 microphone that comes with the boom arm. I want to thank FIFINE for sending me the K688CT for my honest opinion, but by no means does this mean I won't share my honest opinion. They have no ability to dictate on what I say, or they will not see this video before I put it out. They never even gave me a timeline to put it out. They just said, "Please give us your honest opinion," and that's what I'm going to do today. Ultimate plug and play microphone and ready to go setup. If you're thinking about starting your own YouTube or podcast journey. And I've got to say that every microphone that I've gotten through FiFine, which has been the K669D and the AM8, and now the K6888, has been a fantastic microphone as soon as you take it out of the box. You just plug it in and it works fantastic. It gives you that sound that you're looking for, especially when you're first starting out, and especially when you don't have the tool set to really understand the finer points of gear. This is all you really need. If the craft is what you're looking to get into, eventually you may step up your game and find other mics that suit you well. But I guarantee you, you will probably always have one of these in your stable of microphones. This microphone in particular is probably my new favorite. I didn't think anything was going to beat the K669D as far as what FiFine has to offer at this price range, the $70 and under price range. I think these microphones are fantastic, and I believe they rival and surpass microphones 2 and 3 times the cost. I truly believe that. Um, they're easy to drive, they're easy to handle. You don't have to worry about much besides plugging them into your interface or plugging them into your computer, because guess what? This microphone is USB capable. Guess what? This you could guess what? This microphone is also USB-C capable. So all you need is your computer, your cell phone, your tablet. You just plug it right into your device and you get going. Hit record, and now you're a YouTuber or a podcaster. And you get a sound similar to this. Right now you're hearing me on XLR. I've got it connected to my new Lewitt Connect 6 device. The sound is amazing. I really like this microphone, and I plan on using this a lot. I have it connected to my desk that I do my interviews on, and I plan on using this mic more often than not in the next months to come. I want to thank FiFine for sending me this microphone and allowing me the opportunity to get to know it, to understand it, and see where it fits into my workflow. And also to let you hear what you think of it. So during my little conversation, as you're seeing right now, is B-roll of me unboxing the device and connecting it to my podcast desk. This room is untreated. Next to me is where we do our laundry. So that's our laundry room. I have 5 dogs. I don't luckily, my podcast is about dogs, so barking dogs is not a concern of mine. Sure, I don't like doing laundry or anything like that when I'm doing an interview because I don't want the sound to come out, but I'm busy. I'm not a professional. I have a job. My wife has a business to run, and she also has a full-time job. So, laundry can't wait a lot of times, and then you have 5 dogs, you have even more laundry to do. People that have dogs understand. They come with laundry as well. I don't have the time or the ability to set up a full-time studio. I don't have time to set up things like acoustic panels, foam tiles, or moving blankets even, and my wife is not gonna let me put those sorts of things in the house. Maybe someday I'll be able to build a studio shed in my backyard when we become rich, but I have to use the space that I'm allowed to have and that is practical for myself. So, the reason for me telling you this is that I can't control the noise in my house as much as I would like, even. Like now, you could probably hear one of my dogs barking. This is a dynamic microphone, and I want to be able to hear how well it rejects the noise that I'm hearing in here. I do have the wash machine going. I did just get home from work, so my dogs know that it's almost dinner time, so they're getting a little anxious, and so now they're barking in their kennels and getting ready for dinner time. So I want to be able to see the sound rejection noise that a microphone of this caliber would have. I feel like if it's anything like the AM8, it probably has a pretty good rejection of noise, and that you c if you don't have a treated room or a space where you can, uh, do things like put up a, you know, moving blankets or anything like that to really dampen the sound, a dynamic microphone like this is great. Um, so like I said, I'm using XLR at the moment, and soon I will switch to USB-C so you can hear the difference between USB-C. But first, I like to go a little bit more into the microphone if I can. Um, I really do feel like this microphone has out of the box, strong broadcast sound. Sure, it's not an SM7B. We can all tell the difference if we really trained our ear and put side by side the difference between this microphone and the SM7B. But why would I spend probably $600 after all said and done getting a cloud lifter and all the things and an audio interface and all that if you're not prepared to put that kind of money into your burgeoning setup when you can get something like this for $72 I think on Amazon the last I saw. You get a boom arm stand and this microphone. You're ready to go. You can plug it into your like I said, you can plug it into your phone, your tablet, your computer, and you're ready to go. You have the capabilities with this microphone to sound great. And there isn't $500 difference in sound to me between this and an SM7B. I'm sorry. There just isn't. And maybe the professionals, the audiophiles of the world would be able to tell the difference and say, yes, there is $500. But though that isn't your target audience, most likely, unless you're a channel that's geared towards audiophiles, then you may need to start investing or saving your pennies to buy that SM7B. But for people like myself who podcasts about dogs and now content creator gear and hopefully technology in the future, I don't need top of the line gear if they sound like this. FIFINE has done something so great for the consumer that people that are just starting out don't realize. Don't get swept up in the world of YouTube where you feel like you have to keep up with the Joneses when you have the FIFINEs of the world. I guarantee you, you will not be sorry. So now I'm on USB-C. Let me know in the comments below if you can tell the difference. So the rest of the video, I'll be talking in USB-C mode. So this is right out of the box. Like I was saying, this is what you can plug in your device. You don't need an audio interface like I have. You can just get up and go, and you can take this microphone anywhere. If you go on the road, you just plug it right into your mobile device, whether it be your phone, your tablet, or your laptop. And there you go. You have your own very own mobile podcast studio with a microphone that sounds like this out of the box. Fantastic. I am extremely happy with the K688CT. Now, the boom arm mic stand, I wouldn't want to use it for much more than this microphone and this setup. But I feel like for the money that you're saving now, you have two viable options here in one box, and all under $100, all under $75. Amazing. So this device right now is $71.99. Absolutely fantastic. You can't go wrong. I like this style of boom arm. I have another company boom arm. It's a low profile type boom arm. I like it okay, but I think if I'm going to get my use out of this boom arm because I like this style a little bit better. And I might even try FIFINE's low profile boom arm to see if I like that one better as well. But I plan on using this microphone on a regular basis. And I have a handful of microphones that I like to move to use. I like to switch around and not just use one microphone. But since this is kind of my new one, I think I'll probably use this one for a while. I'm definitely going to give FIFINE the courtesy of definitely putting this through its paces and probably doing a 30 and 60-day review and talk about if I still feel as positive as I feel right now about this microphone. But before I leave, I do kind of want to talk about some of the build quality. It does come with the built-in shock absorber which is really cool. Um, the build is not like it's not like overly it's not cheap, but it's not going to be a microphone that you say, "Wow, this is heavy," or this you could tell this is whatever. No, this microphone it's not that. It's built to give you the best performance possible for the best price possible for people who are on a budget like you and I. For people who are in the hobby where the hobby's not paying us, we're paying the hobby, and we want to save as much money as we can when we're doing this sort of stuff. It's the passion that brings us to the table to create the content, and the gear is what drives uh, that ability to convey that passion through the content creation form. And things like microphones and boom arm stands and all of that are a part of this hobby. And to be able to do it for under $75 is absolutely fantastic. And what beats that is the sound quality that I'm getting right now out of a USB-C microphone. Unbelievable. Fantastic microphone. And like I said, I've had the wash machine going, I've had dogs barking. I haven't listened to this yet, of course, because I'm recording it in front of you. But once I do, I'd love to hear uh, how it does reject the noise and what you think about that as well. So, again, untreated room, just like me, I'm in my little corner space that my wife allows me to have. And I do the best with what I have. And this is a great microphone for my little setup. And like I said, the build quality is fantastic. It's not going to wow you or make you feel like you're getting something extremely premium, but you're getting something solid and you know that you are going to get this sound. So that is fantastic. And the fact that it has a built in shock absorber is great. It just comes with the microphone, and not having to buy one is great, and it gives you that little extra added benefit to the microphone. It comes with a headphone jack, so you are able to listen with no lag um, to how you'll be able to monitor the microphone levels, the sounds that are coming out of the microphone. It gives you that ability to do that. And like I said, these two knobs down here, there you go. I hit the mute button. And then a great thing about it when you have it on USB-C, um, USB-C mode, there is a mute button on top. Um, and so you don't have to, you can just tap it, very little sound. Um, you're not really disturbing your audience when you do hit the mute button. So that's a great little feature. And then you've got your gain knob and your volume down here as well. Um, just two great features that come with when you do the USB-C mode. It gives you that just a little extra added comfort when you are um, uh, going live or conducting an interview or whatever your content style is, or your streaming or whatever. What I like about it, it's very streamlined. I really like the EM8. The microphone was really great, and I even like RGB. I'm a 50-year-old goofball, I guess. Um, 20 years ago, you would have said, "Hey, would you want RGB on your electronic devices?" And I would have said, No way, that's a little weird." But the older I get, the more I like bright lights and bright colors, as you can see my name in pink. So I guess, and then I have a USB-C cable that I have connected with my microphone that is purple. So bright colors don't bother me. RGB, I like it. Sue me. But as far as the style of the EM8, it's not necessarily like extremely pleasing to look at. The sound quality is fantastic. And I see the white one, and I probably will eventually get the white one. I like the white. I think the white AM8 is, um, it looks good on camera. Um, and so, but here's a microphone that is sleek and not, you don't want to have it take away from what you're trying to convey, where people are looking at the microphone instead of trying to pay attention to your words or whatever. Uh, and it that isn't the focal point of your podcast, unless that's what, or your YouTube or whatever you're streaming. It's so this is a sleek design. I like this design. It's kind of more of a traditional type uh, podcast style design, dynamic microphone design. So I do like this a lot. But I definitely want people to realize that I'm a huge fan of when a company really pays attention to the consumer and what the consumer needs are, and are able to do it in a way where they're not overcharging people for lesser value. They know who their target audience is, and they do their best to deliver. And not only do they do their best to deliver at a price point that we expect out of them at this point, but they deliver in quality. They listen to that, to their to their consumer as well. And there's been times where people have said, "Hey, this microphone would be better if you did A, B, and C," and they've turned around and done A, B, and C, and they've made a good microphone even better. And I think when a company knows who their target audience is and can deliver the quality that that audience is looking for and do it in a way that FiFine has done, they deserve a you know some kudos, some real kudos, and especially in today's um, hyper consumerism world, where um, brands don't seem to have loyalty to their consumers. I get the feeling that Fine Fine is doing their best to try to have that kind of loyalty to their consumers. And, they know that they aren't the Schur's, the Sennheisers, but they know that they're trying to compete at this base of uh, really solid, affordable consumer um, equipment that there is a definite demand for, and they seemed to knock it out of the park time in and time out with their microphones, and I really commend them for that. Um, you know, I think if they continue to listen to the consumer, to their customer base, they'll get even better, because the sky's the limit. I'm very happy to have been able to had the opportunity for FiFine to send me this microphone for my honest opinion on this, and the ability to be able to use it and to give my continuous feedback on it. So hopefully this is not the only microphone that I get from FiFine, but if it is, I'm very happy to be able to done it and been a part of their journey in growing as a company. So again, I'd like to thank FiFine for doing that. Thanks for watching Voices of the Enthusiasts. I hope to be able to continue to grow on this channel and do things like this. And I hope to be able to bring some more interviews with fellow content creators and people in the small business space that are using content as their driving force for their business, or people who have a cool story to say about being self-sufficient in the self-employed world, which has been an honor to see somebody like my wife being at 50 years old, soon to partake in a journey of financial self-reliance like she has. So I'm really trying to talk to more people in that realm. Thanks for watching and allowing me to give my humble opinion about this microphone. And I look forward to hearing your thoughts about the microphone in the comment section below. And I will see you next time. And hopefully, I will be able to put out more videos in the near future, and look for some more review type content, but not necessarily review in the sense where I'm talking about products like I know the ins and outs and every fine point about a product. I'm just the type of person that I take it out of the box, I use it for what I need it for, and that's how I can give you my opinion. Otherwise, if you're looking for somebody who's gonna tear a device down and give you every ounce of idiosyncrasies of that device, then I'm probably not the type of person you want to listen to. But I'm just gonna give my honest opinion about what I think, uh, the device, the tool, whatever it may be, the content creation tool, um, and go from there. I have a few things that I do want to share on here as far as my opinions and my style of review. And I hope you will join me on this new journey of mine and this adventure on this channel, what I call the Voices of the Enthusiasts. Take care, and we'll see you soon.